Doctor Sir, we are Doctor Reporters.
Content and contextual analysis of selected primary sources. First, primary source. It is an artifact, document, diary, manuscript, autobiography, recording, or any other source of information that was created the time under study. It serves as an original source of information about the topic. Second, content analysis. It is a systematic evaluation of the primary source that enable an individual to present, develop an argument based on his own understanding of the evidence from his reading. Third, contextual analysis. It is consider specifically the time, place, situation when the primary sources was written. The analysis as well includes the author background, authority on the subject, unintended, perceptible, and its relevance and reading to people and society today. External criticism. Examine the authenticity of the documentary evidence being used. Internal criticism. Examine the truthfulness of the content of the evidence.
Father Juan de Plasencia. Biographical background. Father Juan de Plasencia was a Spanish Franciscan missionary who arrived in the Philippines in the 16th century. Born around 1550, he is credited with significant contribution to the evangelization of the indigenous people. His work aimed to bridge the cultural gap between the Spaniards and native Filipino, promoting understanding and learning. He dedicated his life to establishing missions in various regions, notably in the central and southern Philippines, and became a respected figure among both colonizer and native population. Major works and theme. Father Juan de Plasencia is the best known for his writings that include Doctrina Christiana and other catechism aimed at educating the indigenous population. His texts incorporated Filipinos language and were pivotal in teaching Christianity and Filipino cultures. His theme often revolved around the synthesis of faith and local custom, the importance and education for moral development, and the role of the church and the community. His contribution laid at groundwork for subsequent missionaries' efforts in the regions. Impact on Philippines history. Father Juan de Plasencia significantly shaped on the religious and cultural landscape of the Philippines. His writings promoted education among the indigenous people and helped to integrate Filipino traditions with Christian teachings. He played a crucial role in creating a framework for the Catholic Church missions in the archipelago. His approach fostered a deeper understanding of local customs, which facilitated the acceptance of Christianity. Overall, Plasencia's contributions were instrumental in establishing a lasting spiritual and educational legacy in the country.
Father Francisco Collins. Biographical background. Father Francisco Collins was a Spanish Jesuit missionary who arrived in the Philippines in the 17th century. He was born in the last 16th century and became known for his extensive missionary work primarily in Mindanao and Visayas regions. It was marked by his dedication to education and the establishment of schools, as well as insightful observations on the local culture and environment. He published influential writings that documented his experience and the talented missionary of life during his period. Key writings and contributions. Father Francisco Collins is recognized for his seminal work Historia de la Provincia de Filipinas, which offers us a detailed account of the Jesuit missions and the socio-political context of this time. His writings include extensive descriptions of indigenous cultures, language, and customs, providing invaluable insight for future generations. Colin was also an advocate for education, emphasizing its necessity for the spiritual and intellectual growth of the Filipino people. His commitment to documenting the history and the spirit of the local populace remains a crucial resource of understanding early Philippine society.
Difference from Plasencia. Father Juan de Plasencia and Father Francisco Colin, while both influential in missionary work, had different approaches and context. Plasencia focused on integrating indigenous culture within the frameworks of Christianity, often adapting liturgical practice to local customs. In In contrast, Colin emphasized documentation and education, creating a historical record of his experiences and advocating from structured learning, while Plasencia sought to facilitate dialogue between cultures. Colin's writing reflected a more observation role, offering insight into the challenge faced by missionaries in a rapidly changing environment. In conclusion, both Father Juan de Plasencia and Father Francisco Colin made enduring contribution to the Philippines' religious and cultural heritage. Their distinct approaches to missionary work shaped the understanding of local customs and established educational frameworks that influence generation. Examining their work allows us to appreciate how their legacies continue to impact the Philippines' historical narrative.